This is the Seipikol Foot Spa with Pedicure Kit. Let's take it out of the box. In the box you get the operation instructions. Here's the Pedicure Kit. We'll go over that in a bit. And here is the unit itself. It comes with a cover, which you can just take off and set off to the side. And inside you can see that there are massage rollers and a heater and all kinds of stuff we'll get into in a moment. There's an integrated handle right there, as you see, that folds up nice so it looks like it's just the edge of it. And this also has a drain plug right here. This pulls out and it stays tethered, and that can drain into a tub or a sink or anything like that to empty it out. Here's the Pedicure Kit. Now I'm not going to take all of these out of the plastic at the moment, but you can see you have a couple of different files. Here is an emery board, another file type device over here, a nail pick so you can get under your nails and get, dirt out, stuff like that. Another device here for that. Over here is a scraper type thing with a blade right over there in that little box. And also a nail brush, if you can just brush the dirt out or maybe around the nails or something like that, and you can stick your fingers in there to hold it and use it like that. Now let me tell you a little bit about the features that this unit has, and then I'll demonstrate very quickly, and then of course we'll actually put it to use as well. So this of course has heat, like most of these foot spas do. A lot of people complain that the water gets cold. Well, it does, and it will happen. It doesn't matter what brand you buy. What happens is everybody wants everything at the same time. So you can have the heat on, it'll work great. And if you just want still water like that, then that'll be great. But all the pictures of these things you see show the water bubbling, and of course it has the bubbles, and you can turn that on. But what happens when you shoot cold air through warm water? The water cools off, indeed. So just bear that in mind. The heat definitely does work, and it will keep it up to temperature, but the more you use the bubbles, the cooler the water is going to get. There's only so much the heater can do. It's there to maintain it, not to really heat it all the way up. Now inside you have massage rollers, as I showed you here. These are removable if you'd like. They don't move by themselves. You have to move your feet yourself on them like that, and they have bumps on them to provide some sort of massage for you as such. Now this has a couple of other interesting technologies in it. It has red light technology. You might be able to just see that little red thing right in there, and that'll cast a nice red light inside here. It'll give you a nice warm feeling, and it helps with really your sense of well-being. That's really what it's meant for. It's just a light, that's it, but it will certainly make for a much more inviting experience. It has the bubbles, of course. Like I said, you can turn that on and off. And it also has silver ion technology. That's that gray thing right there. The silver ions will be released into the water, and what that's going to do is it's going to help rid the body and the feet of toxins, and also help to reduce odor. So on the control panel here, as you see, it says off or of, because it's only a 2-digit display. Now the heat is adjustable, and like I said, you can turn the bubbles on and off, stuff like that, and the red light on and off. All that kind of stuff is built right in. And when we go ahead and turn this on, the rest of the display is going to light up so you can see that. I don't want to run it now without water in it, so we'll set up in a different location so I can show you that. And then, of course, we'll carry on with that. Now, it does have adjustable temperature from 95 to 118 degrees Fahrenheit. However, the display only shows you that in Celsius. Not a problem for the rest of the world, but we crazy people here in the United States don't have that. So it's going to be in the 38 to 46 range or something. Basically, the lower the number, the cooler it'll be, the higher the number, the warmer it's going to be. So you can set it in the middle and go from there. So let's go get this set up in another location. We'll put some water in it, and of course we'll test it out. Okay, I have some water in there, and we're all set. So we can go ahead and hit the power button there. Now it's showing the temperature as 42 degrees Celsius. The temperature is set to 41. We can lower the temperature down as low as 35, because like I said, I put warm water in here to start with. But now what I'm going to do is raise it all the way up. And when the number stops flashing, you'll hear a click. There was the click. That's the heater that's now on. So it's going to keep the water nice and warm. And if we wait here long enough, that's actually going to go up to 48, which will be reflected in the display, at which point the heater will cycle on and off, depending on whatever temperature you set it to. Now, of course, we have a timer as well. You can press the plus and minus buttons. You have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60 minutes, after which it will shut off, of course. And then you have the bubbles button. So we'll press that. Now the first thing you see is the red light there. So that's reflecting down from the top. We'll hit it again. It shuts the red light off but turns the bubbles on. And when you press it again, it turns the red light back on. So you can have the red light, the bubbles, or both the red light and the bubbles. Now we'll go ahead and test this out. Alright, in we go. Well, I can tell you that at 41 degrees Celsius, the water is quite nice indeed. It's not bad. In fact, I think the water temperature is, for me, just fine. So I'm going to lower that back down just so it doesn't kick on, in case this way it doesn't overheat. And like I said, you can move your feet back and forth and get a nice little massage as you do that, with the water bubbling and the red light in there. And let's not forget about the silver ion technology to reduce odors and toxins and things like that. This is one of those things that you never think about getting for yourself, because we get up every day, we go to work. We don't think about our feet, but they're one of the most important parts of the body. And the reason for that is your foundation. You wouldn't buy a house with a bad foundation or a cracked foundation or anything. So your feet are the same thing. If they're not in great shape, the rest of you is not in great shape. So by using this item, what happens is you're going to be a lot more relaxed. Your feet are going to be nice and clean, of course. You can use the Pedicure Kit that it comes with to, really shape things up down there. And it'll give you a much nicer sense of well-being. The rollers in here are quite comfortable as I move back and forth. I really like that. It's got a nice, you really feel that. It's nice. There's 5 rollers for each foot. It really works well. Let me get you a closer shot of the red light and the bubbles. I'll shut the room light out so you can see it better. So this is what you can expect to see with the red light on. Remember, like I said, you can have just the red light without the bubbles if you want. So I'll go ahead and switch that right there. So it's just a nice relaxing foot bath as such with the red light. Or we can turn the red light out and just have the bubbles, or put the red light with the bubbles to give you the best of everything. So as I sit here, it's a very pleasant and relaxing experience. It really is very nice with the bubbles in there and everything else. It's just moving along nice. Very, very comfortable and soothing. In fact, my feet have gotten used to the temperature, so I kicked it up a degree or 2, and that's currently heating. Again, with the bubbles running, if you're going to stay in this for a long time, it may go a little cool. I have not sensed that at all. It's just like anything else. Like if you take a bath ever, or even in the shower, you get in, okay, everything's good, and then you find you have to make the water a little warmer or a little cooler. You have to make adjustments so it's comfortable for you. And this is doing quite well. So now I'll show you how to empty it out, and then we'll close this out. Now when you're all done, you don't have to worry about dumping the entire thing right out. You can just put it up on the sink where I have it now and pull the plug and let that come out. You might want to just hold it off to the side there so the water will drain nice. And that'll drain right out and go down the drain. Holds a lot of water. It's nice and deep, so it really is very comfortable. And I'll let that finish draining out. So once again, this was the Seipikol Foot Spa with Pedicure Kit. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.